I've come to the Diver, I think it's called Diver City here in Tokyo. It's a mall. It's near the water, and I've just been walking around, rode my bike. It's a really nice mall. I like to come to malls because of the architecture. I like to watch people, but I don't buy anything. And I see a lot of these people, they just have to buy stuff. The tourists, they have to take something back home to China, back to America. To me, it doesn't bother me one bit to not buy things. This jacket, I've had it more than 7 years. My shoes, I've got holes in them. Got holes in my Vans. This t-shirt, I've had it for more than 2 years. These jeans, I've had more than 7 years. My glasses, I do need another pair of glasses, but anyway, for me it doesn't bother me because for every dollar that I'm not spending, I'm thinking that's going to go into real estate. I can see it, I can believe it, and therefore I can work towards that goal. If you told me, Joe, if you save $1 right now, you can put it into real estate and you're not going to have to work anymore. I'm like, oh yeah, I can believe that. I've seen it, I've done it, I can believe it. But a lot of these people who are shopping, if you told them something like that, they wouldn't even believe that. They would be like, oh, well, somebody's got to work. Somebody told me that the other day. Somebody told me, they said, well, who's going to be the police officers and who's going to be the firefighters? I'm like, well, I'm not saying you're not going to do that stuff, but you'll be financially free if you have the property. You don't have to work. So some people, they can't even wrap their head around the idea of you won't have to work, that you can have enough cash flow from the property that you don't work. So because the people have no hope, so they just buy things. Like, well, just buy the gifts, take it back home, all this, buy what makes me happy. The thing here in Japan is everyone's got to have that new jacket. I don't know the brand. It's got like a logo of Antarctica on it, and everyone here in Japan has got to have a new one. They got a black one. It's an expensive jacket, so they're not doing too great here in Japan either. I see everyone sleeping in the cafes because they're exhausted, sleeping in the internet cafes, but they just gotta have their new jacket, their new expensive jacket. So part of me is sympathetic, but at the same time, I mean, what do you expect if you're going to be buying these expensive jackets? If you're going to be shopping at the mall, you're never going to be able to save the money. So I can't help people like that. If you can't save money, then the seeds of greatness are not within you. So for me, it doesn't bother me to not buy things. I've probably been to more malls than a lot of people in China and in Thailand, here in Japan, but I don't buy anything, and it's no big deal. For example, everyone's eating dinner here. So expensive. I found a place. Why would I eat here when I can just ride my bike back to where I'm staying, about 45 minutes from here? Not only will I build up a good appetite by riding my bike, but when I get there, I'm gonna eat cheaper food. They're gonna pay like $10 for a meal here at the mall. I'm gonna get exercise and pay $5 for my meal where I'm gonna go. So for me, the overall win-win is to ride my bike back to my part of town. I'm not saying I wouldn't have my kids here and I wouldn't show them a good time and show them about cooking their own food, or I wouldn't show them some of the cool, fun restaurants, but not right now, not me by myself, and not all the time. So have a good evening from Tokyo. I'm just being cheap old me, saving my money.